It's 10 a.m. I just woke up because I slept super late last night. But let's get started. I'm gonna start using the iPad. I have a lecture in an hour, so this will have to be tight. So I just want to say I made sort of an executive decision to be allowed to use my Windows laptop when I need to do Windows related stuff like coursework, because as much as I want this challenge, like to do this challenge, I also don't want to fall behind, and I have comp sci stuff. So, however, I will not be using my laptop fully still. I have an app called Duet Display, and so I'll be using Duet Display connected to my laptop, turn my laptop's display off, and use the iPad's keyboard and mouse inputs. I need to do this. It's not that I want to, it's I need to do this. So I'm going to be using my laptop as a sort of intermediary Windows on iPad experience. Hopefully that'll be fun. Just to showcase what I meant when I said I'm only using the iPad, I meant it like it's connected to my laptop, right? My laptop screen is black. Everything is happening on my iPad. For example, if I need to access IntelliJ, I'll be able to do it on my iPad and then just alt-tab back and forth. So essentially, like, this is what I'll be using it for, basically just to run IntelliJ. It's just so I can look at my code and do stuff that I need to do. And otherwise, yeah, I'm just gonna get to work. Okay, so it is it's 9:28 p.m. I'm gonna say it's the end of the first day. Let's recap. So a lot of today I actually used my iPad connected to my desktop running Windows because I have comp sci and I can't run IntelliJ IDE on iPad OS, obviously, right? I needed to use Duet Display to actually get work done. So I guess it is cheating, but I've been using Duet Display just to do comp sci stuff. Otherwise, I've been using Safari, Instagram on here, although I still use it on my phone, Spotify. It's pretty good. I think it's manageable. There was one issue I noticed, actually. So when I was doing a quiz earlier today, I realized that on Canvas, it couldn't load the pictures, which is kind of terrible. So I also, again, went into Duet Display on Windows and finished those two questions. Overall, I mean, it's manageable. Using MX Master a lot, it's been pretty helpful. I actually realized when I'm not using the keyboard to type, I like to use the pen and swipe type, because the pen is just more precise than my hand and my fingers. Overall, yeah, I think the only issue with the iPad only setup is I can't do a lot of things that I need to do on here. So also I resorted to going back to notebooks. This used to be my primary note-taking device, but I'm going back to my notebooks because I can't have a lecture open and take notes on the touchscreen as that happens. It's not great. It's not the best, but it's manageable. Also, keycaps came in. They're in this box here. They're not for me though, so.
Okay, so it is day one of this whole laptop photography challenge thing, and I think first things first, let's actually go through the challenges and see what pictures we need to take. Now, looking at the challenges, we have a total of 8 challenges for a total number of around 11 pictures. Now, because I'm lazy, I'm going to shrink those down and try to combine a few challenges so we get around 7 pictures, so I can take a picture per day and make that coincide with the whole week thing more. So let's go over that and plan that. Alright, so currently the challenges we have are macro shot, 2 portraits, landscapes, which I'm just going to interpret as a single landscape, a low light shot, a long exposure shot, 3 Christmassy pictures, and a mirror selfie. And optionally we have a bird's eye view shot, which I guess I'm going to try to implement. We'll see how that works. So what I have planned for that, to combine, we are going to have 1 macro, which is just a regular macro, 1 portrait that is Christmassy, combining those 2 challenges, 1 portrait that is low light, combining that, 1 long exposure landscape, I feel like that's not gonna go well. There's no way that's gonna go well. But one long exposure landscape, one just general Christmassy picture, one mirror selfie, which I guess I could probably do as a portrait, but I'm leaving it separately because I need to film the 7 days, I guess. And then one bird's eye view that is also Christmas. So that fulfills the 3 Christmas challenges and fulfills all the other challenges. So now that we have everything planned out, I'm going to need to do a few experiments with my laptop camera to see what the heck it can actually do and if it can do any of this shit. So I'm going to go do that. Okay, so we're here on the laptop webcam now. I have 3 tests that I want to do to see, I guess, what this camera's limits are and where I can go with it. First being depth of field and maybe dynamic range, but I doubt that there's any of that. Number 2 being low light, how the camera performs in low light and just in general, and then kind of piggybacking off of that, number 3 would be long exposure. I really doubt this thing is gonna long expose, I guess I'm gonna try to force that by just having extremely low lighting conditions and waving like a flashlight or something around and seeing if that does anything. Well, it is definitely dark now. Let's fix that a little bit. Close enough that it won't be a problem. Okay, so it's dark now, and I'm gonna try to rig up something for the whole macro photography thing. I have a plan. I'm probably gonna use this guy as a subject because he's all reflective, and then I think I'm gonna use one of my monitors here and just pull up a wallpaper and then just try to get something like that working, because I did some tests earlier today and this thing cannot focus close enough to be anywhere near a macro, so I'm just gonna kind of fudge the prompt and go for as close to a depth of fieldy, cool looking effect as I can. So we'll see how that works out. Okay, so this is my ghetto ass setup. So we've got the backdrop here. We got the actual prop here. This is the backdrop, whatever the platform he's resting on. And then I have this white binder here as like a reflector, just to pop into that side. And then we have our laptop set up right here. And that's what the picture's looking like right now. And let's quickly zoom over to the picture view and we'll see what the laptop actually sees. Okay, so this is the set, stage 2. I'm gonna scroll through some of the wallpapers and we'll see if any of them actually look good on this with, I guess, adjusted framing and everything. Okay, let's look at these pictures now. This is going to be excellent. I'm so excited. Okay, so the first picture we got was a mistake. I don't like this. I really don't like this. It's so close to being in focus, but it's not. This is probably my fault. So I don't think I'm going to use this at all. Bro, these are horrible. Day 1 recap. I'm already tired of this challenge. It's day 1. See you on day 2. Hopefully that goes better. I really hope that goes better. Because if this is the best picture I'm gonna have this week, I am not gonna be satisfied.
I will never be satisfied.
And that is going to eat at me for a long time. So let's hope we improve. On to day 2.
Alright, it's 12:38. I woke up a little bit earlier today, but I just got some breakfast and got ready. I don't have class until 6 p.m, so I'll just be doing work instead. I have to do some comp sci work, which means I will have to plug in. Honestly, I don't know if I should try video editing on this as well, or I could just edit on the weekend. I'll probably end up editing on the weekend because I don't have any paid video editing apps. I think it'll be better today because there's less stuff for me to actually do. It's mostly, if we look here at my to-do list, right, it's mostly just the stuff that I've done for phase 4. I just have to do my diagrams. I'll maybe start my math assignment. And yeah, and mostly I've just been like watching YouTube and drawing and stuff. Let's do the iPad, but it's pouring outside, and I ordered a Starbucks before I went outside, and I realized that it was pouring, and I feel really stupid now because now my shirt is like soaked from the rain. But I got a Starbucks. It's a peppermint white mocha, or a white peppermint mocha. This new Starbucks cups look really cool, by the way. It's a white peppermint mocha, venti. It tastes alright, but the mint is a little strange. I don't know why I added mint, so maybe just go without a mint next time, but it's good. So I took off my monitor thinking that I would have a better view of the sky, and I mean it's raining outside, so it's nice and vibey, and I can sit here and look out my window. But I've got my monitor stand is in the way, and I got a bunch of stuff hooked up here. So it's 2:10 p.m. 2:10 a.m. My nose is a little bit runny because I think I got a little sick from going out in the rain earlier today. There was a really beautiful sunset today. Working on my iPad has been largely duet display because I needed to create a UML class design diagram. I also worked on data science through duet display. So a lot of this challenge seems to be me using my iPad as an interface to my desktop and not using the iPad for itself. But honestly, I feel like that's because I can't do anything on the iPad. Like the screen is so small, I can't actually do anything. I can't take calls and be multitasking at the same time. I can't have a face cam open or have them see my face. It's terrible. This is a really cool tool, but I can't do the stuff that I need to do, which is so frustrating. So this has been terrible. I was a lot more excited doing iPad only, but because the iPad has a specific use case in, my typical workflow, it's basically removing itself from that use case and putting itself in something that it doesn't need to be, While I'm still here, I would just like to mention that actually navigating around the UI is really fun, especially even with a mouse and stuff, because the animations and stuff are so fluid, 90 or I think 120 hertz display. It's really nice to actually navigate around the UI. The only thing is, it's fun to use. I just can't use it for anything, right? I want to write code, can't do it on here. I want to take it, because, we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic. I want to take a call with some of my friends. I want to turn face cam on because I haven't seen them in person in 9 months, and I want to see their face. But I can't, right? If I actually want to do, I have to have my fucking Discord app open and just stare. But I want to have it pop up, because you have picture in picture. What's ridiculous is you have picture in picture, right? Okay, so what's ridiculous is you can see this video plays, right? And if I go home, there's picture in picture. I could just show my friend's video up in this corner, right? For Discord, for Zoom, for other a whole bunch of other video conferencing apps. But I'm not allowed to, It's so stupid. I can hear audio fine, but I need to see video, right? And I want my video feed to not cut out, right? But it doesn't let me do that. So this is so ridiculous. Like, this is legitimately annoying me how polished but horribly ineffective iPad OS is. Like, you can't use it for shit.
Okay, so after the first day, two things happened. Number one, naturally, as I do with everything, I procrastinated. Number two, I realized that I did not have the time to do an entire full-blown studio setup to try to take a shitty picture on my laptop camera. With the fact that I have finals next week, I need to study. I am gonna fail everything if I don't study. So, after day one, my pictures kind of just... And I also didn't film anything, because I'm just great that way. So what's gonna happen is I guess I got a little bit of video somewhere, so I'm just gonna insert those right now with the final pictures, and then I'm just gonna voice over all of them. And hopefully that'll be adequate enough for this episode. I have finals next week, so I'm not expecting my video next week to be any better. But, yeah, there's no bright side to this. Let's go to the voiceover.
It's day 3. It's a little bit cloudy, cold day outside, but have the heater on overnight, so it's all good. It's 11 a.m., so let's get to work. Just did my term project phase 4 submission. That's done. I'm done everything now. And I also don't need to use Duet Display anymore until lectures. So I'm probably just gonna use iPad OS. Again though, if I'm calling people, I'm going to use, I feel really bad because it's against the spirit of the thing, but also I don't want this challenge to jeopardize anything else. It's so frustrating that it just doesn't have a little pop-up in the corner that at least shows somebody else's video, if not still enabling the camera for my video. Also, the sky did not turn into pretty colors today, which is also very upsetting. It just went straight to a dark gray. I think I captured a few moments there on this camera that I'll time lapse, but otherwise, not the best. Not the best, for sure. It's 6:24. My iPad just got an update, so I'm gonna update it. So the newest iPad OS, I think it's iPad OS. This update has been sitting in my settings for a minute now, because I've seen the little red thing next to the update button, but I'm just gonna let it actually update now. And it probably won't bring around any new changes. I think it was just emojis, which is really disappointing. But we'll see. We'll see if we actually get anything valuable out of this update, or if we just get rubbish. 6 p.m. on Thursday. My eyes are a little red because I ate some spicy foods and I'm a little bit crying right now. Today was the first day that my battery actually fell below 10% at the end of the day, because I had brightness all the way up and I used Duet Display with high resolution and I was doing shit. I really didn't need to actually do any of that because I've just been doing schoolwork the entire day. It was just to, call and play some games and stuff. I'm swaying back and forth. But yeah, so now I have it charging and I'm in my data science class. It is 6:22 p.m. and just gonna go through my class, and I'll see you at the end of the night. So it's Thursday evening. I have my computer back. For one reason, because I want to use it again, but for the other reason, because I was trying to help Chloe debug, and you know, she had some issues, and I don't know what the issues are. I don't know how to solve them, so I'm trying to fix it. Right now I've just been showing my desktop, so it doesn't even matter, but I'm trying to fix it. But yes, I did not end up using my iPad this entire week. I booted my desktop up. I'm on my desktop again. I'll try to use it tomorrow, but I probably won't, because it's really not fun using just the iPad. The iPad, again, its functionality is not being satisfied when I actually use it as a primary device. So it's a quick little recap. It's like 3 a.m, so I don't want to spend too much time, but I got my computer set back up because I just couldn't handle the iPad anymore, and I wanted to help troubleshoot some tech stuff. Chloe had some tech stuff, so I wanted to help troubleshoot that. So I built my computer back up. I'm gonna try to not use it tomorrow. I'm gonna try to use my iPad only, but I'm probably gonna fail because it's such a struggle. I can't do anything, like I said, and I really need to be able to do things. You know, it's pretty important. So we'll see. But it's been a good week. I'll debrief tomorrow evening, and we'll go on from there.
Okay, welcome back to a very slightly different angle to bring you some pizzazz to this video, because most of this video has just been the same fucking angle of me apologizing to you. So, this is a voiceover. Let's go and review the pictures we took this week and see how they turned out. Okay, so what we're looking at right here is what the original photo was that we took on day 1, which was of the like Black Panther, I forgot the name, the Black Panther Funko Pop thing. So this was the original picture. It looks pretty ass, honestly. Like, there's no way around it. It looks garbage. Let's see how the edit looks. Okay, I'm acting surprised like I haven't seen this, but I haven't looked at them side to side. This actually looks pretty good. So, in the edit, I managed to kind of get back the gold color of the Funko Pop. If I pull that out here, I have it right here. So, like, it looks, you know, gold, not like orange like it looked in the original picture. So I tried to bring that back to gold, and then that also, I don't know, made the rest of the tones in the... Oh, I said tones. I'm a pretentious bitch. The picture looks alright. I added some sharpening and some grain and some like cool film scratches and whatever. So I think that looks pretty good for what it initially was. Like, it's a definite glow up right there. Okay, picture number 2. Let's go on the mirror selfie. I don't have a before picture for this, because, like, really, I didn't do any edits. The before picture was literally just the same picture, but without the red part of the lung. I do have some video of me trying to take this picture, so I'm just gonna, like, throw in a sped up time lapse of that here. But yeah, this was the most creative I could come up with while studying for math. The face you see me making is me genuinely stressed about whether I'm going to pass my math final. Thankfully I did, which is great. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like this picture, but I just did it to fulfill that mirror selfie challenge. Okay, let's move on to the the low light portrait. Which, again, I don't have a before picture because this is like four pictures edited together. I'm just gonna, I think I recorded a video of like me demonstrating how I took all those pictures, so I will throw that in right now. Again, this is garbage, but like, oh, it's just so bad. There's no way of saving this. Like, even just the skin tones are so off. This is great. I really like this and I really hate this at the same time. Okay, next picture. Right, my long exposure. So I have another quick clip of this. I just kind of tried to take like 4 different long exposures and then I just stacked them together. And then I edited it so it looks like a neon light. It didn't work. This looks like a fucked up lightsaber. Like a really fucked up lightsaber. Yeah, nah, this wasn't it. Anyway, moving on. Okay, so this was the landscape picture. I know it's not a landscape, but whatever, close enough. This actually turned out fairly well. The sky was thankfully really nice that day. And the after which I definitely added too much grain. That is way too much grain. But, I don't know, the picture overall looks a little more like it wasn't taken with a piece of crap camera. The edge of my laptop that you can see at the bottom is surprisingly like sharp. I didn't expect it to be that sharp on a camera that's this fuzzy for like everything else. So I guess moral of the story, I should use things with more like geometric angles instead of organic, like I did everything in the picture, which is great. Let's move on. Okay, so this was the supposed bird's eye view picture. I totally just half-assed this. We have like a little diorama downstairs of like the nativity and some other Christmas shit right now. So I just tried to, this wasn't even bird's eye. I tried thinking of bird's eye, it looked garbage. This is the closest I could get that looked alright. This is the edit. It looks alright, I guess. There's a lot of color noise in it still, I didn't remove that. I don't know. Like, it definitely improves the picture, but the picture's just shit overall. This sucks. Okay, what else do we have? We did that. Okay, so we have this absolute garbage picture of this like ornament hanging from the mantelpiece at my house. This looks. I'm kind of proud of how good the edit looks. Like, it makes this piece of crap look somewhat decent, and I'm kind of happy about that. So, essentially, what I did was I just put an insanely hard curve on it to essentially destroy all the shadows, so it's just kind of like an even greenish black tone, and then I put grain over everything, and I guess it looks semi-decent now. Basically, my solution to deal with all of this camera's problems was just to crush the shadows to oblivion and then just put grain over it and just pray that it turns out alright. And in this case, I think it did. I really like it. I really like the improvement. I don't like the image per se, but solid improvement. Okay, now we have this absolute piece of garbage, right? Like, this looks like shit. Yet it still look. Yeah, okay, I was totally expecting there to be a greater improvement. I like the bottom left, the bottom right corner. I don't know my directions. The bottom right corner of the image looks kind of nice. The rest of it, not just garbage, throw it away. This looks very like 2015 Instagram filtery. So maybe like this was aesthetic 5 years ago? It's ugly now. I'm only saying it was aesthetic 5 years ago because I probably posted something like this on my Instagram like around 5 years ago that I've probably, hopefully, since deleted or archived, but we'll see. So, looks like that was it for the pictures. I tried to combine as many challenges as I could into each picture because, once again, I was too lazy to actually do anything productive for this specific challenge because I was studying for finals that week, and I had finals the week after. Obviously, I'm recording this after everything's done, so like, you know, I'm procrastinating really hard. Yeah, so that's it for my part. We'll see what happens in week 2 of the challenge. I guess I should also do a recap of this week. So essentially, it sucked. I hated it. I never want to do it again. I was kind of hoping that like this challenge would end doing the stereotypical like, you don't need fancy gear to do photography, you can even take good pictures with a laptop camera. You probably have a phone, I'm sure, that is 6 million times better than your laptop camera, even if it's like a garbage Moto G from 2013. If you're trying to take nice pictures, please don't try it on a laptop webcam. Yeah, so challenge sucked, but I guess that was the point. I definitely was a masochist. This hurt my soul. And isn't that the true meaning of Christmas?
That's the end of the challenge. Today, I honestly didn't use the iPad very much. I did all my classes on my computer. I need to come back to it. Like, it's gonna be a rough 3 more weeks, especially considering it's finals week. I think I'm gonna make exceptions for finals that I will do them on the computer. But the rest of the time, I'll try to use iPad or whatever challenge I get. But that's it for this week. Honestly, the iPad is a useful tool, but I couldn't use it as my primary device. If I got a laptop or even phone, because Parsec exists, it's an application, my desktop exists, I can just you know, mirror this and not even have to plug in anything. Like I'm just opening an app, right? Like if you think about it, they're all workarounds to just use a desktop environment on a non-desktop thing, but that's the only way I can get work done. Nothing really rivals a desktop environment in a mobile sense right now. But anyways, it's super late, so I'm gonna go, and that's the end of the week for me. It wasn't a bad challenge. I'll see you back tomorrow or Sunday when we roll for week 2. Hey, well, it's the end of week 1. How was it, Aditya? How was your week?
Well, I mean, I hated it, to say the least. I think I mean, it was probably like close to the easiest challenge, but like, oh my god.
Laptop photography being the easiest? I didn't expect
probably.
that.
I don't know. I mean, because like the rest seem like they're just super inconvenient, like because they're like interfering with your life, right?
Mm-hmm.
Laptop photography is just like you have to take pictures with like extremely shitty camera. But I don't know. Maybe I'll eat my words next week or something. But
I mean, well, no, I mean it'll be good though if that laptop photography is the hardest, because that means it can only go up from here. But I feel like no Google or Internet Explorer only would kill me. So
yeah, that's gonna be bad.
But you know what? It's time to pick one, Aditya. You know what?
Oh no!
All right, let's flip a coin. You go first.
I don't
Heads or
wanna do
tails? Heads or tails?
Let's go heads.
Hey Google, flip a coin.
It's tails.
All right, so we roll for me. We spin for me. Let's spin. Let's spin.
Oh Lord. Oh. Okay.
Fuck yeah. Okay, that's
not
probably
bad.
the
That's
best
pretty good.
one. I'm okay with that.
Yep. God damn it, this thing.
Yeah, I'm actually sort of excited to use laptop only. Okay, iPad only was not fun because I couldn't do anything. It was so terrible. But laptop should be fine, especially because it's a desktop environment and I can just use everything that's normally on my
I'm scared. All the challenges left are so bad.
I can just plug it into my monitor. All right, and we go for Aditya.
Oh no!
Ah!
Oh no!
Oh boy, how is this even gonna work? How do you think this is gonna work?
I have no idea. What do I even have to do?
Do you have lectures to watch on your little smartphone screen?
This is finals week, bro. I only have finals.
Are you doing exams? Okay. For the sake of your exams, please do them on a computer, but everything else on a smartphone. Everything else. I don't want you to fail this class because I did take labors with the iPad, where like if I had to do a quiz or like project, I would use my computer. But
yeah, that's fair.
That's it for this week. I definitely got the luckiest end of this draw there.
You really did. I'm okay. All right. This is gonna be great. I'm so excited.
I'm so sorry. You seem to have gotten the butt end of the stick for both weeks.
I really did. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Alright, well,
if I'm not here for week 3, you know why.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I guess I'll see you at the end of the week then.
Alright,
get on that smartphone question mark?
Oh no. Alright,
and we'll see you at the end of the week as well. Bye-bye.